after the echoes of gunfire faded at Ford's Theater and the nation mourned the loss of President Abraham Lincoln, a peculiar legend began to take shape. Whispers of Lincoln's ghost, lingering in the corridors of power, unsettled both presidents and staff alike. Buried deep within the heart of American folklore, and recounted in nervous tones by generations of White House inhabitants, these stories continued to captivate our imagination, blending history, mystery, and the longing for guidance from one of the country's most revered leaders. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, led the nation through its gravest crisis, the Civil War, and paid the ultimate price for his vision of unity and freedom. On the night of April 14, 1865, John Wilkes Booth crept into the shadows of Ford's Theater and changed the course of history. But according to legend, Lincoln's spirit never fully left the world he sacrificed so much to heal. The first sightings of Lincoln's ghost began not long after his death. White House staff, guests, and even heads of state have, over the decades, felt the lingering presence of Honest Abe, his tall, stoic figure wandering the dimly lit halls, or gazing thoughtfully out the windows. Some whispers claim his heavy footsteps can be heard pacing the very rooms where he once agonized over the fate of a divided nation. One of the earliest and most famous accounts came from First Lady Grace Coolidge, the wife of President Calvin Coolidge in the 1920s. She recounted seeing Lincoln's silently contemplative figure, standing with hands clasped behind his back, looking out a window toward the Potomac River, perhaps forever yearning for the country he fought to reunite. The stories didn't stop there. Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands, during a visit to the White House in the 1940s, allegedly encountered Lincoln's ghost in her very own room. Awakened in the middle of the night by a gentle knock, she opened her door to the sight of Lincoln's unmistakable tall, gaunt figure, clad in his familiar black top hat and suit. Legend says she promptly fainted on the spot. Indeed, Lincoln's spirit is most frequently tied to the Lincoln bedroom, a room he never actually slept in, but which served as his personal office during his presidency. Within its walls he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, altering the course of history. Perhaps it is here, surrounded by the memories of immense decision and grave consequence, that his energy lingers strongest. Staff members, including White House maids and butlers over the decades, have spoken in hushed tones of seeing Lincoln gazing mournfully into the darkness or reclining thoughtfully on the bed, as if lost in the unfathomable burdens of his leadership. British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, a man not easily shaken, once confided to aides that, after a long, hot bath, he returned to his White House suite, only to encounter Lincoln by the fireplace. Known for his quick wit, Churchill reportedly addressed the apparition. "Good evening, Mr. President. You seem to have me at a disadvantage." In a moment, the vision faded, but Churchill remained forever convinced he had brushed shoulders with history. For every well-known encounter, there are countless other rumors and recollections. People report cold drafts drifting through rooms despite closed windows, a sensation of being watched with great concern, or the faint smell of cigar smoke in the Lincoln bedroom, even though Lincoln himself did not smoke. The air grows heavy with meaning, as if the gravity of the past is stubbornly unwilling to let go. President Harry S. Truman wrote of strange knocks on the doors in the middle of the night, and floors creaking under invisible feet. His letters to family mentioned how the White House felt alive, with invisible presences, none more prominent than Lincoln, whose legacy loomed over every difficult presidential decision. Why does Lincoln's ghost seem to haunt the White House? Perhaps it's because no other president faced such agony, such internal and external conflict within these very walls. As the savior of the nation during its darkest hour, Lincoln's presidency was marked by unimaginable hardship. His daily correspondence filled with pleas and threats, agony and hope. The decisions he wrestled with, life and death, nationhood and freedom, unfolded in these same rooms. Psychologists and historians alike speculate that the tales of Lincoln's lingering presence are a manifestation of the hopes and anxieties of those who followed him. When a president is confronted with great adversity, it's not difficult to imagine them yearning for the quiet strength and thoughtfulness that Lincoln embodied. To sense his presence is, in some way, to seek his guidance and reassurance. Yet, beyond historical context, the personal side of Lincoln carries its own powerful aura. He was a man beset by tragedy, losing 2 sons, and bearing the weight of national division upon his shoulders. Famously sensitive and melancholic, he often spoke and wrote of dreams and premonitions. Just days before his assassination, Lincoln revealed to his close confidants a dream in which he wandered the White House to discover a funeral, only to learn that the president had been killed. This eerie foreboding only adds to the sense that his business remained unfinished, his spirit compelled to linger. For believers, Lincoln's ghost serves as a guardian, a silent observer of the nation's trials, watchful when democracy is threatened or unity frays. For skeptics, the stories are a testament to the powerful pull of myth and the fact that the struggles faced within the White House never truly belong to one era alone. Whether echo or imagination, Lincoln remains an enduring fixture. The stories of Lincoln's ghost serve another purpose as well, a living memory of ideals worth striving for. Each presidential generation, each visitor standing in the Lincoln bedroom or admiring his majestic portrait in the East Room, is confronted not just with the specter of a departed president, but with the values he championed: equality, unity, and the relentless quest for justice. As night settles over the White House and the halls grow quiet, some still claim to feel an uncanny presence, a cold spot near the window, a heavy silence in the Lincoln bedroom, a fleeting face glimpsed in a mirror. Is it merely the imagination at work, or a sign that history's greatest burdens still weigh on the men and women tasked with leading the nation? One thing is certain: the legend of Lincoln's ghost endures, not only as a haunting tale, but as a powerful reminder of how profoundly one leader shaped the destiny of a nation, and how, in the American story, the past is never truly far behind. When the winds of change stir uneasy in Washington, D.C., and great decisions loom, perhaps it is comforting or humbling to believe that Honest Abe still walks the halls, guiding and watching over the country he fought so bravely to preserve.